what have you. But when you see level of respect that you share, it makes you more comfortable. It makes you more like a trusting. And then, like, you know, but if we don't listen to ourselves, you don't want to hear me, I don't want to hear you. Okay? And we are holding on to what we believe in, right? Then at the end of the day, that simply means we will never head anywhere. So I want to change that. And I'm glad that a lot of you are helping me too. That's what I want to see.
It's working.
God bless you, man.
It's working, Michael. It's working. You find your pocket. I'm telling you, your God sent, you find your pocket. All I say is continue the good work, never deviate, and keep punishing them. The zoo is shaking right now because of you.
Need to.
All hail Biafra, and hail Oduduwa.
Bless you, bro. All hail Biafra, all hail Oduduwa. You are a star. That's the bro. And one of the things we have achieved on this platform as well, which I have been so grateful for, is the fact that you see that Igbophobia, Yorubaphobia, and a few other phobias that have pitted people against one another. When you come on Mayego's Diary Political, they are almost nearly non-existent. Or people have been so good in covering their biases when they are here. I actually want to see that as the real us, not people who manage to who have sort of learned the creativity way of masking their biases. Be honest with yourself, express yourself, ask questions, but do not entertain any phobia against anyone based on what you haven't really experienced. I have a caller. Hello there.
Good evening, Mayegu. I've been listening to you. It's Ferdinand from Newcastle.
Is that Ferdinand? It's been a while, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've also been listening to you even while I was working. You know, I'm on my off day now. While I was working, I always listen to you. I put my AirPod in my ear and then I hide my phone while working. So they don't see me with phone. Yeah.
Thanks.
I really love what you're doing, and you standing so objective, you know, not trying to be compromised is one thing that I really love about you. I listened to the Sunday sermon yesterday, and I was so happy when you started making started setting the boundaries and rules. You see, that is one thing we are suffering from in Nigeria, is that people, we are fighting each other, not knowing that the common enemy is the system.
Mm-hmm.
You see, the common enemy is the system, the bad governance that is like a stray bullet and that is hitting everybody. So the fact that somebody is supporting is an obedient, or somebody does not see reasons with you, does not make that person an enemy. I myself, I just want I've already told my friends that, look, even if P2B is to become the president of Nigeria, I don't really see things working, because
I said it here.
The other side,
some obedient disagreed with me, but I'm okay with that. I said Obi will not change anything, but they disagree with me, and I was like, okay, I'm okay with that.
Yes,
but that's my view.
Because
that doesn't mean I have to
Nigeria has gone,
Go on, sorry.
Yeah. Nigeria has gone so bad that even if Obi becomes president, the other side will make things very rough for him.
Terrible, yeah.
That is how Nigeria has started functioning, and they keep dividing people with. You see, this creation of state is the worst thing that happens to Nigeria. You know, when Nnamdi Kanu was always doing his broadcast, he started by educating people to let them know where they come from. I never knew they were Igbos in Kogi and Benue State. I never knew. I never knew they were Igbos in the only state I thought we had Igbos was in states like Rivers.
5 states they kept repeating and say your state Ebonyi, Enugu, Imo, Abia.
Yeah. Okay, I'm from Obibo, part of River State, and they are even telling us that we are not Igbos. Can you imagine that?
I know.
And that in River State, Eche speaks Igbo, Ikode speaks Igbo, Obibo speaks Igbo.
Yes.
Other local governments like that, there are a lot of Igbo speaking local governments in River State, and then you just carve them out from their Abia State borders and say that they are Rivers. What kind of
make them minority in other states with other nationalities, you know?
Yeah, and then you go to Delta State, Asaba is Igbo.
Yes.
Asaba is an Igbo word. Yeah, so when people don't have a sense of identity where they come from, it usually hurts my ego.
It does.
And these are grown adults. And there was something you said in your broadcast one day. You see, from Ore down. Sorry to say this. I don't know how anybody feels
Don't
about it.
ever
But
be
you see,
sorry.
from
It is
Ore down.
true. To some of us in Yoruba land, okay? To some Yorubas,
Yeah,
okay? Anything from Ore going forward, na Igbo.
down. They just look
Including
at them
Benin,
as one.
Benin
Yes.
that shares some cultural what have you with Yorubas as well, right? Including Benin,
Yeah.
all of them be Igbo.
Yeah.
So all these rascals.
Yeah. So before I traveled, do you know I was in Abuja when I went to take my passport and to do some other traveling document stuff.
Right.
The immigration officer asked my friend, the guy I was with, where are you from? He said he's from Rivers State. He said, oh, you be Igbo boy. He said, no, I'm not Igbo. I'm Ikwere. The immigration officer started laughing at him and said, you're an Igbo boy. Forget that, you're an Igbo boy. And I was telling the boy, you should be ashamed of yourself. You know, a northerner is telling you your identity. That means you don't even know where you're coming from. So in the north there, they will tell you, don't divide the north. But the north comes and tell the southerners where they all belong, creating that division among us so that we cannot stand together and have one voice. So I will really love you to do a broadcast on, some of this creation of states that they used names of rivers and mountains and named people. Before ever we started, bearing our state name like Abia State, Rivers, Ogun, Lagos, we were first of all members of a nationality, like a nation. The Igbo nation, the Yoruba nation, the Ijaw nation. We first belonged to these nations before started, answering our state and saying we are Nigerians. So people need to have a sense of where they come from. You get it? I think that is why we keep fighting each other, and our political elites, they know how to use these tribal cards to play us against each other. Once we have one voice and we are going together, they bring in the tribalism and all that, and then the whole thing splits. Look at what happened during the end. Yeah,
that is why we have to make sure that information like this are always out, and then people talk about them enough, okay? And you encourage people to come out and say, all the states you have in Nigeria, they are like the artificial borderline drawn by the colonialists to create African countries. What you have in Nigeria, they are the Fulani, as well as the Hausa Fulani, Yoruba, Igbo, Jukun, Ijaw, Tifi, and the rest of them collaboration. That they drew those lines that they call states in Nigeria, where they cut brothers away from brothers. And they match them with another nationality so that they will continue to fight them for a place in a small space they created for them called state. We won't stop talking. We won't.
Exactly. That's Thank you very much for your time, Mayevi.
You have a good
Thank you very much.
You really do have a good one. Thank you so much. I have another caller. You see all those lines, all those artificial state borders. We will erase everything when Nigeria finally kills the dust. There will be no states in Nigeria, especially southern part of Nigeria. There will be nothing called states. All right? Because everybody would have to kind of choose what type of a system of government will really work for us. Indeed. And you see all those artificial borderlines they've drawn. That they say northeast, northwest, north central, southeast, southwest, Then they started creating what they call south-south. Meanwhile, they did not create south-central. When they created a place where they have the Yorubas, the Igbos, the Jaws, the Jukuns, the TVs, the Beroms, in the middle belt area of Nigeria, as well as partly western, eastern part of Nigeria, they call them up and put them on there, and they call them North Central. How can you call an Igbo man from North Central? There are Igbos in Kogi. There are Igbos in Benue. There are Igbos, I think these two, which is part of the North Central. So would you say the Igbo people are from the North? It is a fraud. I have the Prince here. Prince Jejema, representing IPOB.
For life.
How are you doing tonight, Prince?
Baba, we there full ground. I no shaking.
As usual, Baba.
How you there, Baba?
Well, I just do. I mean, as usual, I don't feel complain. Oh, thanks for asking.
How is our BK and the children?
Well, they are there. I've not even spoken. She sent me a message. I just saw. I was like, I've not heard from you all day. I was like, come on, man. I left now. I said, well, I'm busy. So they are fine.
Well. God is your strength, Baba.
I know. Thank you.
Well done, Baba. Well done. You see, I want to thank you. You see what you are trying to do or what you are doing, to unify everybody. It's not an easy job, because Nigeria mentality has been so destroyed in a way that somebody they used to make an adage and say when if a bee beat a man, when that man sees this big fly where they get big eye, I don't know what they call that one.
I don't hear them before, but nobody saw they talk about. I can't remember how they, but well, you are trying to use your own. But I get them. Your prince.
Nah, so
it be like in Yoruba land, they say anybody we madman beating mama. If you see mechanic, he go pick race.
Exactly.
Can you get that kind of thing? But I get you. Go on.
I resent you, Baba. You see, secondly, Baba, you see, they say the old person they learn how to do left hand for old age.
No, they talk about. They say you can never teach old dog new trick.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So what you are doing is a great job, but it is very difficult.
I know.
Yeah, when I enter London newly, I call one of my best friends. I say, are they UK now? You know the thing where the guy there because he's surprised. So how level there for Nigeria now. So he's surprised. Say, waiting.
How you take do
waiting carry bamboo go Europe. He got the time me say, Jaja man, how you shape me how you be best friend? How you got the plan to dupe me? I never asked her for money. I never even asked her for money, my ego. You understand? Yeah, you don't believe that I don't use international number from Nigeria to go down. You understand?
To trust you. He's supposed to be your pal.
I say very good friend. Now they tell you so.
But at that point, he knows say he has to use his brain. Prince Judgment if he don't change. Which level be this? Which kind of game be this? Because he no trust you. Now all of us get that trust issue. It took a lot of us, grace of God, to trust people now. Man, no lie. I'm saying this in the front of the world, okay? A lot of us here will agree with me that before you begin to trust people now, it took grace of God. Me.
I'm telling you, they don't destroy Nigeria so much that if you are dealing with somebody, everybody you are dealing with is always on guard.
And now, every day they will tell you, be careful, be very careful of Prince Judgment. Somebody will tell you, they will say, be very careful of that Mayegu. I have seen that you two are working together. Mayegu, be very careful of that Prince Judgment. Don't trust people everywhere. I say, but what is our problem? For God's sake.
I'm telling you.
Trust issue.
So, Baba, you are doing a great job. And God will strengthen you to succeed because what you are doing on this platform is very unique. You understand? It's unlike other platforms. You get what I mean? People are coming to, adjust. Some people that are so radical, they come here, they try to adjust and come to a soft ground. But as it is, Baba, we have to still in one way or the other touch on certain things, because we have seen that.
I'm not even saying that we shouldn't be as open as possible. Okay, I just was like, we shouldn't be as vile as we will be to the people we already identify as the perpetrator of all this madness and their enablers. Sure, you get me now? So if you see them do this or that, don't, because at the end of the day, if we use the same teeth that we used to bite meat to bite our own contemporary who are victims of the same system, we are not doing ourselves very good though. We are actually helping the oppressors to do the job they always wanted to do, destroy us.
Exactly. But you are right. You see what you are saying is like what Nnamdi Kanu did. You know, Nnamdi Kanu never say no election. Nnamdi Kanu can say boycott. You understand?
Yes.
Unlike some other group that will say no election. The way you say no election, you are fighting democracy. You understand? But I say you can boycott an election.
You can boycott and say I don't want to be part of it too. Because even we do say that here now, Prince. I said to a lot of people who don't understand what referendum is. Referendum is campaign. No. You go carry poster, you go carry megaphone. No. As you are carrying poster, say, oh yeah, Biafra nation, all of us, Biafra, and all of that. You go see some other people will be saying, they think them mad. We go say, no, Nigeria, one Nigeria, it's Nigeria. Yes. We don't want Bia, we cannot, and they will be serious. So we all need to understand the fact that we must learn the art of persuasion. Okay?
Exactly.
Art of persuasion is to say, listen, you see the people where they say want one Nigeria. They want one Nigeria because they are ignorant. Now, keeping one Nigeria will destroy us. Now, such people cannot be bullied or intimidated. You have to learn the art of persuasion to some extent. Win some of them over. And then those that will not be won over, we can deal with them our own way to make sure that they don't ruin. Because you know something? If these criminals who want, if the criminals who are enjoying Nigeria, if they are enablers, the slaves and all of that, who are saying no to Biafra, no to Yoruba nation, no to this, if we allow the number to keep, growing, they will keep us in Nigeria. And I don't want to be part of Nigeria, Baba. If the chance kick is I want to go back to Nigeria and campaign in Yoruba land for a referendum. I want to put up my money and say yes, because referendum is election, in case people don't know. You go see people go see collect 200 naira and vote for Nigeria.
It's true now.
So if care is not taken, if the education is not clear, you will still see people that will collect 200 naira and vote no for independence. That's what I'm like trying to say. All of us shouldn't be always like, don't let us ruin what we have for the people who want to have us destroyed. Baba?
Yes, Baba, you are right. We should accommodate the obedient. You understand?
And obedience should accommodate others too, because this thing goes vice versa. I've seen obedient running amok, abusing and attacking the rebel. You know what I mean now?
Exactly. All we should be doing is to convince them, let them know the reason why Nigeria will not work. You understand? If they decide to continue on their choice,
continue to tell them, yes, and show them too.
We shouldn't destroy them like IPOB, what they did during the election. We left obedience. Even some people in IPOB, they left to go and join obedience.
We saw all of that.
And we left them to experience the bitter part of Nigeria. You understand? Today, all of them are they are the one that
they see them on this platform where they will say, Womayegun, thank you so much for trying to help us manage that disappointment and all that. So you be obedient too, man.
Exactly.
I'm obedient, Jeremiah. When did you become obedient? We are all obedient, Jerry. We are all trying to say, okay, that's grand. I'm glad I was able to help. So how was the experience? Womayegun, you are right. Nigeria cannot be saved. I remove my hand. I'm never going to participate again. I said, see, life is a teacher.
You have won that one.
That's it. With no stress.
Just as we want to educate them and let them know that Obi have a good character, he have a good reputation. But I want the obedience to see one thing. Why we are standing on the side we are standing, is that Obi ruled Anambra well. He ruled very well.
He did.
He saved a lot of money. You understand? But what happened? The predecessor Obiano came and squandered the whole money. Now he has left Nigeria. He's now in America, rearing dog. You understand? The former governor is the one that carrying dog and rearing dog in America.
Yes.
So what we want them to know is this. Yes, even if Obi becomes president of Nigeria today, is it not 8 years according to Constitution? After 8 years, he's going to do the miracle of production and production and production before consumption, which is his key word.
Yes.
Yes. After that production, then one mad cow from nowhere will come as a terrorist, will come and now mount as a rock. And under a month, he will make
Everything
one policy
will be
that
gone.
will destroy
Obasanjo was in charge
and
of
take us
Niger
back
Dock.
to 100 years. Take us back 100 years.
See,
You
when
understand?
Obasanjo was military head of state, Prince Jejeman,
Yes.
Nigeria, they built ship, including warship. Nigeria was building ship. If any ship get problem in West Africa, they will move them straight to the dock in Nigeria, Niger Dock.
Exactly.
And immediately Obasanjo handed over to Shagari. Now so the entire country began the Shagari. By the time Obasanjo came back in 1999, Niger Dock was gone. Most of those national assets were gone. Scrap, sold as scrap. Ajaokuta was gone. All the refineries Nigeria had then gone. So if Obi come do 8 years, now how long do you think they will scatter everything again in the name of turn by turn rule in Nigeria?
45 years or 47 years, the cow was on grazing route of Nigeria. The only destruction, anytime they come to power, they never add value.
No.
Destruction and depreciation. That's what we are in. So after your production, what happened? After your 8 years of production, what happened, my brother? That's what we are talking about. We have to keep on talking and convince ourselves. Nobody will fight each other. But if you say you want to put your hand in the fire, put your hand in the fire and you come back and tell us how it's hot.
Exactly. And that doesn't make us, like it shouldn't make us enemy of ourselves, okay?
No,
Prince Jejeman, thank you so much, okay? You have a good one,
bless you.
all right? So that's Prince Jejeman, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. I think I have another caller, but I'm going to ask my caller to hang on for me for a second, okay? I'm coming back. I want to say thank you to this super chatter. At least I got this in time. And that is a Kesintin. Ifekam. Is that Ifekam? All right. Thank you so much for that. So here, I think I have got Ahmed, which is going to be like Sonuda Uku.
Barka dai.
Yaya dai.
Lafiya lau, kana lafiya kalau.
Lafiya kalau mandala. Alhamdulillah.
Ya gida ya iyali.
Alhamdulillah. Lafiya kalau.
Yawwa. To Allah ya kara basira.
Mandala. Amen. Anyway, how are you today, Ahmed?
Adi, Baba, what's the apple?
I just stay here, man. And
cool bad.
You think so?
I mean, now to thank God now.
Yeah, at least we should be grateful and thanking God, of course. Thank you.
Now, so, how the fasting now?
Baba,
you be like you dey ahead. Be like you don't read that kind 20 something.
Don't let anybody hear that I'm asking you this. So don't say that's why I hate secret. I don't like having secret then, so I'll just keep it to myself. I was expecting you to tell me go to the 14 because I remember that yesterday. It's wrong to
no,
count.
You know the reason.
I was just testing
you. Know the reason. The reason was because I missed 2 when I was on my way back. Yeah, when I was on my way back, time difference, standing from Europe at Dubai. So I had to miss it before I get back here. Anyways, a lot of
fair enough. That at least you are here, Baba. Please.
That's so now, my well. Now, well done, people in the house. As you say, be like say we don't get some stray dogs. Don't they enter this place too much? But I like us to take straighten everybody. I mean, like my said, we are all fighting for one thing. But I'm with everybody. Bama, Wally, Loma, different. We come from different angle. All we are saying is we don't want this system.
Yes,
system, we don't want it. So anyhow, and like what Prince Jejeman said, if you don't agree with Obi, say he won't come do him. Let him come. At least he's saying what the people, what the mad people there are not saying. From his campaign, from everything. I mean, say I know say I did do be nothing concern them. I don't support that one Nigeria, not their own problem. But at least he's saying some things that okay.
And he's been able to get what do you call it? Over 7 million young and old people. That believe what he's saying. That's some number. I love number, Ahmed. If I'm talking about revolution, when I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, 7 million is waiting there. What can you do to convince them and tell them that, you see, your election, your vote is going to be stolen again? Before you go vote, can we team together and just scatter this whole thing and make sure that, you see, the rules around your voting and all of that is fixed before you go get robbed again? That's 6 million there. When I see them, I see gold mine for a struggle that can liberate a lot of us. Why break them?
Of course.
Why divide them?
Of course. And you know now, if you go to Twitter, you will see what the Agbadorians are doing, like the way they see Obi going places, going this, going that. Like, say our people say what ya will need. Let them build bridges.
Yeah.
What's it in build bridges? Where is it to shame? What kind of madness? Which kind mad people?
And I'll promise you this, Ahmed, is actually one of the reasons why people like that, they are here and there. The reason why I want to make sure that any material, any content that has said disobedient and obeying them, I will continue to pop them out to thousands of faces.
Yeah.
So that they will not disappear. They will keep appearing on your faces, okay? And the entire system can continue to panic. Go on.
Yeah, you guys said it belongs to the Igbo. It belongs. Okay, now he's building bridges. He's going places. He's trying to bring everybody together. China politics. Oyamo, they play the politics now. And he's playing the politics, and you guys are crying now.
So,
like, what do they want? Now, so this Omo Willie, way in Papa na terrorist for Kaduna there.
That's a key boy. Or which one?
Fire
son.
Make I tell you, you see that boy, when he go school for abroad, wallahi, I swear to God, no be say our lower lenumi, kin se pe kini, omo yen nkan to mu, wetin him take, no be here. The way they see say in the open eye, to man roju bi olushi yen. I tell you,
I know it very well.
He's an addict.
No, be say them say, is he not the one that is called Bello? Ola bro,
Bello.
Another journey to your brother.
You see what I tell you? Share, I don't tell you, but every way they see in mama house now stone throw for where my mama.
I remember you've told us that before too. Yeah.
In mama house now stone throw for where mama did. I did tell you this one. No be say necessarily say I know from far now. We know them. We know them. We don't all those young boys. Àwọn ọmọ kékèké tó jẹ́ pé gbà yẹn bàbá wọn kó wọn jáde, wey they go turn to something else, come back. Wait, that day when you talk, I can't post something for one page where they use like that for Instagram. Could you imagine this Olori Bru come follow me, come inbox, come they talk. I can't follow, I can't screenshot, can't put them for the blog. Akumani, kunga dabba ko. The nature wannan dabba ne kunga alin dabbobin da yake yi ko. As in, look at this animal. When I called him an animal, you see that he just proved that he's an animal. Why coming?
If you just go touch your mama like that, it was so bad that like, see, may I tell you something there? I don't know if you don't see him before. I know, like, maybe you know if you try with you or you go just crazy with him, right?
Wallahi, I go forget
this boy is so fond of. You know him.
Make you forget it. Make him forget in Papa do governor. Wallahi, anyway, somebody, my Jenny, Abi really favor me, Shani. You folk on Yatani, Abori boom by
any small thing, ain't go just talk say. I mean, Kole book this guy has no way of sort of clapping back for people who kind of come for him. So the next thing, this tiny thing will just be like, your mama is begging me to come and pamper. Your sisters are this as a she. Like this one's actually
when he entered that place. At the battle to war before èmi ò tí ráyè wọ̀lú yẹn. Ọjọ́ tí n bá wọ̀, since Kolu enter, I never even get time to. The day where I go enter that town, Because for that my area, some people are running mad. They feel say, Benzaki, they call him Benzaki, something one thing like that. All those kind of things. And they wait for the day where I go enter. All those they are join 30 man solo with me. I'll come go timba solo, kiwa wo baba la baba any to ma solo, quick kini kon. A shany mafi yon me, I know the waste time.
Well, I have one advice for you.
Me, see, my good see, I don't tell you. Timba ti ko ni America, timbo ti wo bi ben. Mo man gbe gentleman, I dey live am for here. Mo man gbe wèrè wọlé ni. Gbogbo wèrè tó bá gbà, mo dey push am. Torí wèrè ló man lo wọ́n ní wèrè ló fi ń wo wèrè.
That's right.
That Nigeria, you use madness, cure madness for that country. You know if you go by the time where you go, where you begin show gentleman. No, can show gentleman,
Yeah,
but
right,
by the time I cross, you are Titani, you are who? Sheni, Jaya, Shesira, to ba formulating you for none here.
I saw a video. I saw a video. It's actually right there in the US, okay? So two guys who are having their road rage. I don't know if you have seen it, right? So they were having road rage. So the two of them now came down from their cars. So one of them now brought out gun. But when he saw that the other guy didn't have any gun, he just put the gun on put it on the ground, okay? And they just have to bob it out one-on-one. And the guy with the gun got punched and he just fell flat. And he rose up. He just stood up, went to the guy, shook him and said, well, you won. Grab his gun on the ground and walked straight to his car and started. People like, that's better than gun blazing the way they do in America. So you would rather use your feet.
You see this thing where you talk. Somebody don't do me this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where we say, I ain't drive crazy. So will into the long. This guy come still follow me. Fuck you, money. Fuck me. I can't follow him.
Right.
As I follow him, we reach where he wants to can't stop. As he stop, money, what's up? Why are you cussing at me, bro? Why you tell me what the fuck is wrong with you? Me and him can't talk. And what the fuck you gonna do? Can you come? Over our parents, since money, wow. Me I know well, me next thing I see say this guy open door. Mo rò bóyá ó fẹ́ lọ fàbọn yọ ni. Èmi ti gbọ́wọ́lé ẹ̀gbẹ́ torí ìbọn èmi máa gbébọn rìn ni kò sí nǹkan tó kàn mí. Wèrè ló pọ̀ nílùú tèmi wà. Wèrè pọ̀ gidi gan. Mo ti